this. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the rule. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, own it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it.
All right, fam, what's going on? Smash that like button. Come on in. What's going on, Falcon? How are you doing today? Are we ready for a man cast, everyone? Oh yeah. Let's go. What's up, Cerny, Josh, Matthew, Gwendol, Mike, Catmom, Angie, Alpha, to the main stage. Pedro, what up, Ish? Fred, how we doing, fam? Gorillas. I got a secret to tell you, fam.
I got hairy legs. We choose truth over facts.
That's fucking bullshit.
I got hairy legs. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing.
Walnormth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1836 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in that realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Mancast is brought to you by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all of you beaches. How we doing, fam? Welcome to the show. Welcome. We got some Ask Papa Swolio live today. A couple announcements before we get started. Last day for the Summer Swole special right there at the bottom of the screen. In the description, in the show notes, wherever you're listening or watching this episode or this video or this podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. Last day to jump on the 3-month and annual options. Don't want to miss out on that. Again, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. We got a lot of members of the Swole fam tuning in live. We got some great questions today from TikTok. We are going to take some good ones. We're probably going to get some shit questions. We'll take some live questions. Just make sure you're dropping your questions in the comments down below with the hashtag AskPapaSwolio so they stand out, and we will take a bunch of them live. I always like to prioritize live questions, so drop that in the comments below. As I mentioned already, make sure you subscribe right here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell to be notified. And of course, make sure you're subscribed on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Leave a review, especially on Apple Podcasts. It helps a lot. Plus, I want to see I want to see what you're thinking about the show. I want to hear about it. So leave a couple sentences. I'd love to feature those in the pre-rolls and right here in the podcast. So if you got a review, drop it on Apple Podcasts. Means a lot. And it helps with distribution tremendously because you know how they censor old Papa. You know how they censor this guy. I know.
You would fool me, don't me.
I know. They try, but they can't stop Papa and the fam. We also got a couple other announcements tomorrow, Monday, May 17th. Don't forget to do your taxes, fam. Tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. We have our accountability meeting. We got new releases. And of course, we're going to talk some shop. We're going to talk a little bit more. We were in the Telegram chat today, the Swole Fam Telegram chat, talking a little bit about some private streaming stuff. So we'll talk about that tomorrow because it seems like make sure that you're ready for Swole TV because Facebook hasn't been allowing, it hasn't been linking up properly to the private Facebook group. So make sure you're ready for Swole TV. We'll be live in Swole TV so you can follow there. I will be texting you. So just plan for that because the last 2 weeks, the private Facebook group, they've been censoring and blocking people and they might even be limiting my streams right now, which is why it's not connecting properly. So hopefully that's not the case, but just keep that in mind. We are live in Swole TV. We stream inside Swole Chat and Swole TV. Nothing can hold down the Swole fam. We're getting it fucking done.
He's heating up!
We're getting it done. So tomorrow, 12 noon, I'll see you all there for the meeting. And also make sure you mark your calendars. We got some balls deep action for summer. Monday, May 31st, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we got some big releases, a special mid-year party for the Swole fam, balls deep for summer, another private episode. And as always, if you join the Swole fam, you get access to all the private streams. So make sure you join today so you don't miss out any of episodes of your favorite podcast because you're missing out on Papa and the fam. Don't miss out on Papa and the fam. We got a couple clips today over here on the Swolenormous channel. Make sure you check out all our channels here on YouTube. I was addicted to the American diet, aka the fat fuck diet. That's right.
What's your name, fat body?
Yep, the standard American diet, which means processed garbage, vegetable oils, stuff that literally will kill you. As you can see, look at this, everyone's fat. Nearly half of older millennials have at least one chronic health condition. This is a clip right here on the Daily Swole channel. 44% of millennials have a chronic health condition. That is so bad. People are not taking care of their health. That's what we talk about here every day. That's what we talk about every day. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's very simple. People just don't want to put in the fucking work or at least address their own responsibility for their health. But we're trying, fam. Aren't we trying? Aren't we trying to help people? We're trying to help people. I know. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. Okay, so now that you're subscribed, now that you're ready, now that you know we got an accountability meeting tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's episode is private. Don't miss out on a single episode. So join the Swole fam today. Links in the description down below. Before we get into all the questions, let's jump into the nut busting. So drop a comment down below. Did you go to the fucking gym today? Did you go to the fucking gym? What'd you train? What'd you do? What's your flow like this week? What's your plan for this week? What are you working on? What are you focusing on? And in the meantime, let's bust this nut wide open. Nope, settle down, Falcon. No one wants to hear from you. Patience, you irreverent beach. Presentation keeps getting better. That presentation keeps getting better. Leo. God, Leo, get some help, son. Get some help, man. For real, get some help. As you can see, fam, go to the fucking gym. Hashtag GTTFG for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's get into, look at that sexy beast. Her hair looks like, her tail looks like a croissant or something. Looks like a tornado. Look at that card. It's beautiful. It looks amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get some Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking
It looks beautiful.
Wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine!
60% of the time.
You look great,
it works
Tessie.
Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
You look great, you sexy beesh. All right, let's get into some questions today. If you got questions live, drop it in the comments down below with the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. We'll take some questions. Got a bunch today, and I wanted to prioritize. I answered a bunch of those. I was actually live on TikTok earlier at PapaSwolio. If you want to follow me there, I was answering a bunch of questions. So some of these, if you were there, maybe you heard the answers to these. I might have answered them before, but we'll take them anyway. I think we got some good stuff. Let's see here. Scrolling over. All right, let's take the first question. But if you have it in the comments, you could drop one. Let's take the first one here as you drop your own questions down below. From Noah Trish 24 on TikTok, ask Papa Swolio. What is the preferred 3-day split? I'm getting into weightlifting to get healthier. Thanks, Papa. Well, that's only one facet of it. Remember your 7 pillars. Weightlifting or training is only one of the 7 pillars. So that's not the only thing to get healthier. Make sure you're focusing on the rest of them. You can go to swolenormousx.com, and right there at the top of the page, you could download your copy of the 7 pillars. Just putting that out there just because this is an entry-level question. So if you don't have that knowledge, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about here, if you don't know what the 7 pillars are, you might not have the same context. So I'll put them on the side of the screen for a second. But the 7 Pillars ebook series, audio book, the Beyond 7 Pillars ebook breaks down all those 7. So notice how number 3, training, is only one of the 7 pillars. So it just gives you a little context as to how important all the other aspects of your life is for your overall success and your goals. There's really no preferred. I guess you're asking me my preferred. I mean, you could do a push-pull legs, or you could do a chest and triceps, back and biceps, legs. I prefer to separate back and legs, like do back and biceps first, chest and triceps, maybe a day off, and then legs. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. You could actually do upper, lower, upper, and then and then take a day off and then do lower, upper, lower. So you could do each body area. Depends on like what level your training is at, depends on your overload. So frequency really depends on, and what kind of volume. So what kind of volume you're doing in each workout, what's your goal, what's your recovery. But 3-day splits are great. Push, pull, legs is pretty standard. You do upper body push, upper body pull, legs, or pull, push, legs. It doesn't really matter what the order is. But generally, you don't want to be blasting your back and your posterior chain when you're, a day before legs, for example. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here. Alpha Tyler, Papa Swolio, what are important exercises to help target biceps or triceps, curls, extensions? There's so many. Make sure you change the angle a little bit for your triceps, doing overhead or incline skull crushers, or make sure you're getting that long head. So make sure you're getting shoulder flexion there as well, because only one head of the triceps crosses the shoulder joint. So you want to make sure that you're getting that kind of overhead action, or that extended, that's actually shoulder flexion. You want to get that so you get the long head of the triceps. So biceps are great. I mean, all sorts of barbell curls. I prefer barbell curls over dumbbell curls. You can handle some more weight, and it really allows you kind of lean into it, cheat a little bit, do some swing curls, focus on those negatives. Barbell curls are great for that. So there's really nothing fancy for arms. There's really nothing fancy for any body part. It's just the overload, the consistency, the sleep, the recovery, the nutrition, all those other things that people don't do. They add too much variety to their training and not enough focus on those other fundamental pillars. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Jacob, Papa, been going on my complete lifestyle overhaul for over a week. Amazing eating habits, working out twice a day, etc. What's your advice for when I inevitably hit that motivation wall? You don't. It's not even a factor. So even by addressing motivation has nothing to do with whether or not you did what you needed to do. So what you're doing, habits, discipline, it supersedes motivation. Motivation isn't something that you should expect or you should be looking for or trying to obtain. It's irrelevant. So, amazing eating habits, great. It's like almost like I remember my first beer. Yeah,
That's fucking bullshit.
no, it's good. But 1 week, great. Cool. I've been doing it for 20 plus years. It takes a lot. And you have to do something that you can maintain. So working out twice a day is not necessary. Depends on what you're doing twice a day. That's a fast way to under recover and eventually just fry yourself. So make sure that you're getting enough recovery, maybe weight training and some kind of yoga, but 2 workouts a day is completely unnecessary. So just make sure. See, the fact that you're saying when I inevitably hit that motivation wall, exactly. Who fucking cares? Anyone that gets results, it has nothing to do with motivation. It has nothing to do with it. For real. You just got to throw that concept out, because you're not going to feel like doing what you need to do most of the time. So if you always listen to when you feel like it, you're not going to get anything done. Mike, Papa Swolio, when doing standing lunges, aside from putting yourself a bit off balance when from pushing up from a front lunge, is there much of a difference going forward or backwards? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to step forward and then really push back and bring your feet together. I don't really like that kind of lunge. I mean, if you're doing static lunges where you're not stepping at all, you're kind of going forward, leaning into it, doing like a deep lunge, like an ass to grass lunge or something, that's different. But stepping forward and pushing back doesn't really make a lot of sense. Walking backwards, they're all good. Just make sure you're not overstriding because then it'll put a lot more pressure. Too much on the hamstrings and on your back leg, it defeats the purpose of a walking lunge. You don't want to overstride, allow your knee to travel forward. And if that bothers you, you just have to work on ankle and hip and knee mobility and knee integrity and work on your form. But, just like a squat, your front leg should look like it would for a squat, and your knees can travel forward for sure. Mine do tremendously, and it feels amazing. Feels delicious. Angie, my boyfriend asked, what is Mama Swolio like? Does she think similar to you? And is she a strong, emotional, mental woman, or did she have to grow that with you? We both grown together. She's very strong. She's very strong physically and mentally. So we think in terms of thinking similar, yes and no. You don't really want to be with someone that doesn't challenge you. You want someone that supports you. So yeah, we definitely have the same, the same beliefs in many of the different areas, and then we differ. So we have a lot of separate togetherness, and we have different interests, but we connect on all the important areas. That's the problem with a lot of couples and people. They don't appreciate real nutrition. They don't appreciate the importance of health and fitness and these different things. You have like a lot of conflict, especially when one member, let's say you get together and you're not healthy, and then you find or see the light, so to speak, with nutrition or with training or something, and you go all in, and the other person just doesn't want to take care of themselves. And then you have that rift, and that really I don't think that works out well, or can really work out, because you lose respect for someone that doesn't take care of themselves. And I can't respect someone that doesn't take care of their health. I really can't. It's really hard when they trash their own body. It's like, you don't even love yourself. It's kind of pathetic. So it's really tough when two people don't really, connect on that. She's amazing. And the Swole fam knows Mama Swolio. We had a Q&A with her. We had an Ask Mama Swolio live like last week. It was awesome. Matthew, Papa Swolio, I just finished up a 90-day program. My focus was on getting lean. I feel good about the results. I'm surprised by the fact that my 1 rep max on most lifts went up while my measurements went down. For example, curls went up. I want to focus on building muscle. Is it as simple adding more fuel to my diet and keeping on pushing hard? It's different. Strength is different than hypertrophy. They're not like one in the same. It's not like a linear thing. So the stronger you get doesn't necessarily mean the bigger you get. Strength and hypertrophy, strength is a component of hypertrophy, but if you're trying to build more muscle, you need more volume. So, more moderate repetitions, more sets, for example, more overload. That's all it is. So yeah, you definitely need more fuel, and you need to work more on, driving blood into the muscles. I would keep the rep ranges anywhere between like 6 and 15, push yourself towards failure, really blast those body parts. That's why bodybuilders generally do different splits. They're not doing full body workouts, because to have the amount of time and the amount of focus to create the kind of overload on different areas of the body takes a lot of time. So if you do a full body bodybuilding workout, you're just going to be exhausted, and it's really going to negatively affect your performance and your ability to, put the energy into those lifts. If you're doing tons of major lifts like deadlifts and bench press and squat, it's a lot. So that's why bodybuilders will do chest and triceps, or chest and biceps, or chest and back, or chest only and legs, or chest and hamstrings. And you could play around with different splits. There's so many different splits. So I really don't like to say this one's the best, this one's not. But generally, I like to split up body parts. And generally for me, if I'm trying to do, let's say today was a chest day, I'm not a huge fan of chest and triceps. And the reason why I don't necessarily like those kind of accessory muscles with the major groups is because when you're doing chest, you're doing it hard, you're crushing your triceps anyway. You really are. Maybe you could do a couple short, a couple light sets with high repetitions just to get the blood flowing, and save arms for like another separate day. But you're doing so much pushing, you're crushing your anterior deltoid, you're getting your triceps in. I generally just think of it as like upper body push, but I just do chest work, and I'll just do push. I'll do different types. I'll do incline, I'll do dips, I'll do weighted dips, I'll do deep push-ups, I'll do, flies, or I'll do landmine presses or different things. Like you're crushing all those muscles. There's really, I don't necessarily like to end a chest workout to get to some tricep work. I'd rather do chest, like say back on one day, chest, let's say back one day, chest the next day, maybe legs, and then maybe like arms the day after that, and separate that and do like a 4-day split. So it depends. Sometimes I feel like doing a little bit after, but generally that's kind of like a push-pull legs, maybe like an expanded push-pull legs, arms kind of thing. So it depends on your experience or goals and what works best for you. But chest and back is a great workout too, so you can't write those off. I mix it up subtly week to week depending on how I feel, but it's generally a 3 or 4 day split. Fred, Papa Swolio, should I plan extra sleep time due to starting working out again after years away from it? I mean, sure, sufficient sleep is always important whether you're working out or not. A lot of people are under recovered just for life in general. They're not working out, but they're not sleeping well anyway. So proper nutrition is going to help with sleep, cold showers, meditation, winding down, cutting out blue light, putting down the phone late at night. Working out will definitely require sleep. So what I would recommend if you're just getting back into it, the real answer is, or the real solution is, not to overdo it. Don't crush yourself and just jump into it the same way that you used to train years ago. Make sure you do less than you think you need to do. Fred, I'm telling you, do a total body workout, do very light, do some stabilization work, whatever, and then see how you feel the next day. You could always increase it. The last thing you want to do is crush yourself and then be so sore you can't move, or injure yourself and then you're out for a couple of weeks. And don't set yourself back before you get started. Most people try to go in too hard because they get inspired or quote motivated. They do too much and then they end up setting themselves back. All right, drop in the hashtag, or drop in the comments if you want a chance to win today's Swole card. Hashtag GTTFG. Great questions. Great questions so far. Love Mama, she's the real deal. She is. She is. Not to mention, I got the Tess Hornaday cup today. There you go. Heyo, look at that. Look at that. Heyo. Yow. Yow. Looks just like the sexy beach, right? Looks just like some sexy beach action. Indeed. All right, let's take another question here. Papa Swolio from Alpha Tyler. How often can someone train their abs? Never. You could train it a couple times a week. Really, ab training is overdone. Most people just need to do kettlebell work, some resistance training, free weights and stuff, and just eat better and train hard, and your abs will come out. Doing crunches, you can do planks and stuff. You can do some rotations, hanging leg raises, but you really don't need to do that much most often, because people have imbalances. Doing too much abs actually negatively affects the posture more than it helps, because people work their movement muscles like the rectus abdominis rather than activating their intrinsic core stabilizers. So they actually compound having poor form and poor posture by just crunching, tightening up everything in the front rather than improving mobility, focusing on, real core integrity and just losing extra body fat over time. Because you'll see your abs. You've seen rock stars from the 70s and 80s, skinny as shit, drug addicts, alcoholics, and then you see their little abs. It's because they were very lean, had low body fat, but they also weren't healthy, of course. So you have abs. You don't need to be blasting them into oblivion. There's certain applications to have a strong core. That's fine, but most people just overdo it. Same thing with the cardio. They overdo the cardio, they overdo the abs, and they underdo all the stuff that's actually going to help them get to where they want to go. Good question so far. We're rolling. John, Papa Swole, I could do one-legged squats, tree stands, and other unilateral leg work all day. I tried to add 2 mornings. Good mornings? Or what? But I flail around like day 1. Any reason I can't pull it off early in the day? Tried to add those things to the morning. Early day, like in the morning, like morning. Yeah, it could just be your equilibrium. When you're lying down, just your balance in your ear and different mechanisms of keeping you level-headed and balanced. I would say it could just be like sinus fluids from being horizontal at night and just kind of, getting your stuff together, muscles kind of waking up, activating. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty normal. You might feel a little rusty and stiff. I mean, I'm the same way. You get your blood flowing throughout the body. You kind of get that sympathetic nervous system, kicking in a little bit. When I first warm up in the morning, when I first go outside or I start doing mobility, like my joints are stiff and I feel tight and and I'm bending, and I have those big, foamy or thicker pads, not just a yoga mat. So in the morning, it's easier cushioning on my joints. I can bend more and twist more. And as I warm up and get into it, then I can go deeper into the stretches, just like anything else. Your body just came from sleeping. So now you're shifting into a different, environment state. Oh, my video quality. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Hats off. Thank you, Super Jen. I appreciate it. Is it the beard? Is it the beard? Thank you. Thank you. Far too kind. Far too kind. Let's see. Dwayne, I've been doing chest and back together. I'm looking swole as fuck. Hey, you want a sick workout? Honestly, sometimes one of my favorite workouts, if you guys want a little bit of a tip. You want a tip? You want a tip? Of course you do. Just the tip, as it were. Just the tip.
How dare you?
Oh, you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle it, Greta.
Come on, man.
Shut up, Grandpa. Chest and back, one of the best workouts. We did this for a virtual trainer, the gauntlet. One of my favorite combinations. If you're in a rush or something, you just want a quick, something easy. I like doing simple shit and just going hard with that. So dips, like ring dips and pull-ups, done. Just do ring dips and pull-ups for half an hour. Just alternate sets. Do as many pull-ups as you can, rest, do as many dips as you can, chest dips, really get into there, dip, push up, and then protract at the top, really get that under gunch, that under titty, all the way up at the top, protract your scapula, get all the way back deep into it. Just do dips, ring dips or bench dips, whatever it is, pull-ups, dips, pull-ups. It's very simple, but you can also, of course, do weights and stuff and do rows and then chest press. I mean, chest and back is great. I've been doing chest and back for years. I love it. All right. That was nice.
Oh, you can.
Hey. Mike, I'll be doing the chest and back virtual training in the virtual trainer in the morning. Nice.
Yow.
I'm down for it. Get it. Get it. All right, let's see. Jack has TikTok. Oh, Jack has a TikTok. Oh, Jack has a TikTok. Oh, let's talk to a Jack has a TikTok. What is your opinion on an 8-hour manual job, labor job? Would you steer, a resistance train, or just a greater focus on a nutrition? Ask a Papa Swolio. That was nice. That was nice.
Yow.
What do you think, Beijing Biden? What do you think?
Come on, man.
Oh, too soon? Come on. That was nice. That was nice.
He's
I'm
heating
getting
up.
fired up.
He's on fire!
I'm on fucking fire. You know I am already. Round of applause for me because I said so and I hit the button. Whatever. It's one of those days. All right, Jack, what is your, I don't know. Jack's not Chinese for those listening. He looks like a good looking kid. What is your opinion on an 8-hour manual labor job? Should you still resistance train or just a greater focus on nutrition? Yes, of course. Of course. I mean, it's whenever you have a manual labor job, your body adapts to that. So you're not going to get yoked if you're not lifting. You still have to provide your body overload. Your body is going to adapt to that manual labor job. Plus the manual labor, it might be repetitive, but it might be lopsided. You might just be loading from left to right. Make sure if you're doing that, if you're like loading trucks, you're turning, no joke, switch sides. Make sure you're rotating both sides. Make sure you're not always stocking a shelf or doing something with your left hand. Switch hands. Make sure, because you get those repetitive movement injuries. Those are really brutal. I would absolutely still resistance training. Are you trying to build muscle? You want to lose fat? You want to be healthier? Yeah, lift weights too. That's why you have to do it first. If you're going to go and be doing manual labor for 8 hours and you start at 9 or 7 or 6, go to the gym at 3 or 4. Like you have to do it first. Otherwise you're going to be exhausted. You're going to be tired at the end of the day, understandably so. But you still want to give your body that focus type of training. And then, and always focus on nutrition. 7 pillars all day, baby. And Jack, Rose, that biche, she let go, didn't she? She let go, didn't she? All right, let's see. Good question. All right, Time Hopper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creative. Papa Swolio, hi from Ireland. What up? What up, biche? What is the best way to build muscle and stay lean? 7 pillars, baby. Make sure you download your free copy, swolenormousx.com. The best way to build muscle. That's like the most general entry-level novice question. There's no best way. You got to, I would say, literally follow the 7 pillars, focus on a quality strength training program, cut out the inflammatory foods, the processed foods, do an elimination diet, eat more of the foods that work best for you after you do that. And you got to be disciplined and dedicated and keep on trying new things and keep on being consistent as fuck until you start making progress. I mean, it's a long road and it's challenging, and most people don't want to put in the work, which is why most people are average, which is why most people don't get results. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I love these questions. What is this?
What's in the box?
All right, the excavator guy. Papa Swolio, how do you choose the right choice? I have to.
Matt Damon.
All right, how do you choose the right choice? No, I like that. I like that. I'm just kidding. I have it on a card somewhere. Choose better choices or something like that. I have that on the card. How do you choose the right choice? How do you just say yes? Yes. 6:30 a.m. comes every day and I'm still in bed. Me too. I need to get to the fucking gym. Aha. So it seems like you're saying, how do I feel like fucking going? It sounds like you're looking for motivation, my guy. 6:30 a.m. comes every day. It sure does. And I'm still in bed. Well, I mean, look, I work out at different times. I usually work out kind of like in the afternoon. I mean, this is my flow now, but I've worked out at 5 a.m. I've worked out at 4 a.m. I've worked out at 9 p.m. at night. I've worked out at 2:30 between breaks when I was teaching at the school. Like I trained and I've adjusted my schedule to what worked best for me with what I had available. Like if I had to work from 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., I would go to the gym at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning. I would go first. I have before. I've always done what it takes. I prioritize that. So I could work out that early now, but I just don't because my schedule doesn't have to be like that. But I've always made it my priority. And I think anyone that has issues getting it done, you have to go first. Don't wait to do it after work. I think that's the worst. I know some people really like it if it works for you and you can be consistent, but whenever I used to work out at the gym and I'd go at 3, 4, 5, I would see people coming in just dragging ass. You could tell they're exhausted from work. They're coming in after work. It's crowded. It's like, get your shit done first. You know, you are the most important thing. You need to prioritize yourself first. And what better than having is there anything better? Is there anything better than having a sick pump all fucking day? Like for real. Nothing. Nothing.
Inconceivable.
You tell me what's better than having a sick fucking pump all day. Because then once you train first thing in the morning, guess what you're going to do? You're going to refuel your body properly the rest of the day. You're going to have your food at work. You're not going to want to waste your workout. You're going to want to refuel properly because you trained hard. So you're eating your proteins, you're eating your good food, whatever it is you're consuming throughout the day for lunch or whatever. You want to stay on top of it. You start your day off the right way. You start your day off the right way. Hands down, Bish. Let's see here. Fred, Papa Swole, I just started the elimination diet. It's hard to get enough calories. I eat a lot of sweet potatoes, berries, butter. I eat about a quarter pound of grass-fed beef per day. Should I add more beef? Well, that's up to you. I mean, I eat well. A quarter a pound was that? That's 4 ounces. I mean, I many more times than that personally, but of course my diet, I'm not saying you have to eat the same thing I do, but yeah, you definitely can. 4 ounces of beef is not enough. Like, where are you getting all your nutrition from? Where are you getting your protein from? Where are you getting you're eating berries, sweet potatoes? Okay. But I mean, getting more fat, like how lean is the grass-fed beef they're getting? I guess it depends on most people. Most people probably get like 85, something like that. You can definitely add more beef, I would say, because you're not getting enough protein based on that, in my opinion. As far as it looks from what you said. Alpha, do you really need to work out twice? No, you don't have to. Along with nutrition? No, you don't have to. You can work out. It depends on how you're categorizing. Depends on how you're categorizing a workout. Like, for example, you could do weights and then later on do some yoga. That's fine. You could do restorative yoga, yin yoga, recovery yoga. That's totally cool. Foam rolling and stuff, or just some mobility. You know, when people say I work out twice a day, when I say work out twice a day, I'm referring to weights and yoga, right? When someone says that they work out twice a day and they're doing weightlifting twice a day, I just personally don't think that's necessary. A lot of people think that doing more physical work is going to help them build more or get more muscle. No, it's actually the recovery. You want to overload your body in the workout, but then use the rest of the day to aid in the recovery so you can hit it hard the next day. I mean, you got time. Like, doing 2 workouts a day isn't fast tracking your progress. It's actually breaking you down more and making it more challenging for you to be recovered for your next day's workout. That's the reality of it. Most people that work out twice a day don't look like they work out twice a day or look like they should have better results for working out twice a day. It's also more challenging to eat. Like, think about this. The more time you spend working out, the less time you have to recover, the less time you have to eat and repair or sleep or do other things that you enjoy. It's just not necessary to do 2 workouts in a day of resistance and overload. If one of them's yoga, that's different, but it's definitely not necessary. You know, they do that sometimes with sports, but a lot of times if you're doing 2 a days, maybe one time is a strength training session, and then later on it's technique, or you're doing drills. That's different. I mean, it's different if you're doing for performance, but playing a sport and for performance isn't the same thing as health. There's different things. There's health, there's aesthetics like, how you look, there's other types of things. Like everyone's training for a different reason, which is why whenever someone asks me on TikTok or here, hey, Papa Swole, what do you think about running? What do you think about swimming? I'll always say, why? Why? Papa Swolio, what do you think about HIIT training? Why? I always like to say why because people just ask me blanket, what do you think about this? I don't think anything of it. You need to give me context. Do I think a beginner should be doing HIIT training or powerlifting? No, I don't. It doesn't matter what my thoughts are of something. It's in the context. Bungee jumping, not personally a fan. I don't care if you do it. You see what I'm saying? So depends on why you're doing it, what your goal is. It's most important that you're doing something that's going to lead you to where you're actually trying to go rather than just doing some kind of training modality that's just making you exhausted so you feel tired. That's not necessarily getting you the results that you want. 73%. That's good. That's good. Get a lot of fat there. Nice. Fred. So 73% beef, grass-fed or lean. Goal right now is losing weight, but I can only seem to get 1,000 calories eating till I'm full. Sounds like I'm going to get as much beef. Yeah, eat more. You're only eating 1,000 calories until you're full? That doesn't make sense. 1,000 calories, like 2 sweet potatoes and like a bowl of berries. What do you mean? Yeah, eat more. Get more fat. What you said before, you're having some butter. I think you just need more fat. If you're getting 73% lean ground beef, you have like add another quarter pound or two. That's plenty of fat. Remember, you're getting a lot of calories from fat, and it's healthy fat too. Oh, there we go. Not bad. It was all right.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
You know how it is. All right. Hashtag GTTFG. This is Ask Papa Swolio Live. Taking questions, drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Before we continue, make sure that if you are ready to join the Swole fam, head on over to swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. The Summer Swole special, one more day. Tomorrow is a private live stream for members only. We got an accountability meeting, new releases tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. Be there or be fucking square live in Swole TV. And also, we got Balls Deep for Summer 2 weeks from tomorrow, Monday, May 31st, 12 noon Eastern time. Motherfucker, don't miss out on that, you sexy beaches. Let's take some more questions. If you got questions, drop them in the comments down below. This one is from Jamie Boy. Hold on, drum roll.
What's in the box?
Oh, Jamie Boy. 90 Schwam. Jamie Boy, 90 Schwam. Papa Swolio, if you feel under the weather, like the cold or flu, do you still do some light training or take the rest? Are we still having these questions? I got this on TikTok and I did a video. I don't know if I posted it. It might still be in my drafts. I'll post it later. No, if you're sick, don't train. And here's the thing. If you're sick, like your body is fighting an infection. Your body is trying to repair. So if you feel like shit, don't train. Everyone feels like if they're not sore or exhausted or doing something every day that you're not getting results. Trust me, you'll be fine. Hydrate, focus on your nutrition, meditation, maybe some light yin yoga, maybe a little sauna or something if you don't have like a headache or a fever. And if it's something that feels like, take care of yourself. Go easy. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're not going to waste away and disappear and lose all your gains in a couple days. You'll be fine. 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 Hashtag go to the fucking gym. Thank you, Anna Marisa. Mondays have become my favorite day of the week since joining the Swole fam. Yow.
Boom shakalaka!
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Falcon, say thank you to Anna. Anna, the Falcon, says thank you. Isn't that nice? Isn't it? Freddie, you're so nice sometimes when you're not being a cunt. Let's take another question. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? From What the Fuck Are We Doing?
What the fuck is that?
WTF we doing on TikTok? What the fuck we doing? What we doing, son? Papa Swolio. I don't know what I do at the gym. what I could do. I'm assuming it's a typo. I don't know what I could do at the gym and can't afford a personal trainer. What can I do to lose at least 80 pounds and gain muscle, please? Ugh. God damn it. God fucking damn it.
He's heating up!
What can I do to lose at least 80 pounds and gain muscle? God, if there was an easy answer for that. What the fuck are we doing? Simple. Go to swolenormousx.com, download the 7 Pillars ebook series. It's right there at the top of the page. It's free. You're on TikTok, so if you're watching this, maybe you're not, but make sure that you check the links in my bio. You could try some free classes, check out the content on the elimination diet. You need to fundamentally understand what you're doing with your body. You need to really understand fundamentally like what you should be doing with your health. And that's a big problem. Everyone's so fucking disconnected with the basics. Everyone wants things now and short term. Like you need to overhaul your habits. It's so fundamental. It's so fundamental. It's so fucking easy too. The 7 pillars right here on the side of my face. That's what you need to focus on. All right. If you're focusing on losing 80 pounds and building muscle, have you thought about the fact that you're going to be changing and overhauling your entire life? Everything that you're doing, it sounds intimidating. It should be, but you're not going to do it all in one bite, right? You're not going to eat the whole fucking steak in one bite. It's going to take some time, and it's a lot of habits that you have to break and a lot of habits that you have to build. So I appreciate the question. It's a lazy question, but what can I do? Download the 7 pillars, check out my content, the elimination diet, start really looking into your food quality and your habits. Try some of the yoga classes. That's free. Yoga is free. Bodyweight exercise are free. Cutting out garbage people in your life is free. All right. Meditation is free. I mean, think about the 7 pillars, what costs money aside from food, right? Community, free. Training, free. Recovery, sleep, hydration, free. Mobility, free. Mindfulness, free. Consistency, costs you a lot of sacrifice, to be honest. Consistency is a lot of sacrifice because you're cutting out a lot of shit to be consistent. But at the same time, you're investing the most important thing, all your effort and your time, energy into your life. So it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win for show. Ricardo, what up, biche? Papa Swolio, I'm on week 4 of the 90-day dash. I do it every day around 7 a.m. and practice karate 2 nights a week. I'm a little sore every day, not hurt, just sore. Should I take a day off 90-day dash once a week and just do mobility so my body can catch up? You're a little sore every day from what? What are you sore from? What are you sore from? You do have days off from the 90-day dash. You have like yoga, you have Swolga and stuff, and you have recovery days and intuition days. So if you feel like you need a breather, like if you feel, I mean, you could be sore. I'm a little bit sore when I train, and tomorrow I'll probably still be a little bit sore, but I'm going to do a different, area and body part. It's not something that you don't have to be sore at all and you don't feel any kind of discomfort, but you'll know when you need time off. When in doubt, just do some yoga and some more mobility stuff. Like just don't do nothing, right? Let's see here. Alpha, when performing a kettlebell swing, can you go for as long as you can? I'm working towards implementing in my program like a regular swing. You don't want to go as long as you can, as long as you have good form. You never want to do it with bad form. Never do kettlebell stuff to failure. Never go to failure. That's the fastest way to hurt yourself. It's all about technique. It's not about, you don't do like max reps and shit. You don't be reckless. You need to be engaged. You need to have good form and focus. And you want to make sure you're reinforcing good technique. Yeah, don't push through pain. Discomfort, a little bit of tightness and sore and stiff and warm up, that's different. But I mean, if you really feel like you need recovery, then give yourself some recovery. Let's see here. Take a couple more. Last chance for some questions. We got a couple more minutes. The Real Cozine 98, Papa Swolio. What is your advice to start getting rid of love handles? I'm gonna Matt Damon that. No, I'm gonna do some salty here, just for fun. Quoting Drake, eating cake. Come on, stop whining.
Come on, stop whining.
All right. Your advice to start getting rid of love handles: stop eating garbage food. Get rid of the environmental toxins. Stop eating garbage shit. Check out my content, the elimination diet. Get better sleep. Lower your stress. All factors in. All right. You can't spot reduce fat, but cortisol and stress stores a lot of fat around the midsection, the thighs, that whole lower belly area. But a lot of that is directly related to inflammatory food and chronic inflammation. Make sure that you're cutting out the garbage processed food, vegetables, seed oils, processed dairy, sugar, gluten, all that kind of crap. Those are some big ones, but check out my content elimination diet. Let's see. Another one. Ooh, Rico Southtown.
What's in the box?
Rico. Hold on. We got a burp coming. Hold on. Oh,
I got hairy legs.
nice. Very good.
A three-letter word. Jobs. Jobs.
Wow, that was nice. All right. What do you think about that one? That was good. 9.5. Very nice. I'll take it. 9.5. Solid. Solid. There was a French judge out there for sure. I know. I'm waiting for it to come through. 7.2. There it is. Yeah, 7.2. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck is that?
7.2. My ass. That was solid as shit. It had good tone. It had good depth. It was rich. Give me a break. All right. Rico Southtown 6. Papa Swolio. How long do you need to wait in between meals, especially for protein? I know one sitting, 40 grams about max, and I need around 200 a day. That's a myth. That's a myth. That's been fucking debunked. The maximum amount of protein in a meal, that's nonsense. I haven't seen anything that actually proved that in my life. I've heard people throw around, oh, you can only get 50 grams. Now it's 40. People just throw around numbers. That's the same. That sounds like the same thing as 95% of diets fail. It's just something that sticks out, and then people just grab on that and just sling it around as if it's fact. You know, one person, the game of telephone, all of a sudden it just becomes this kind of like bro science thing, like, oh, 40 grams a meal, 50. That's a big difference, wouldn't it be? If some people were saying 50 and then you're saying 40, that's a huge difference. It's 20% drop. That's a big discrepancy. I don't even know how you would test that, in an individual. See, look, Josh says here, I thought it was 30. Yeah, see what I mean? I think about those big bodybuilders that are eating God knows how much protein. So how long do you need to wait between meals? Depends. 2 hours. I used to eat every 2 hours for bulking. So that was totally fine. 40 grams a meal. Let's say you were doing that and you're eating 5 or 6 times a day, 200, not a problem, right? Doing 40 grams 5 times a day. I was eating 5 or 6 times a day every 2 hours. Bulking is brutal. It's brutal. And let me be clear, bulking, like really pounding your body full of food, don't think that's healthy. All right. I did it. I used to bulk and stuff. I'm not saying that's a healthy approach. That's not normal for humans to put on size like that. That's not normal. So don't get that twisted with like a healthy approach to life and to eating and to training. So it takes a lot of time. You don't have to be in ridiculous excess. Make sure you're not over consuming calories when you're bulking. Otherwise, you're going to put on a lot more fat than you might want. Rye Guy 07323. Papa Swolio, do you meditate? Do I meditate? Yes. My apologies if you ever had any videos covering this. Yeah, just pretty much every day. Check out the 7 pillars. Yes, mindfulness is pillar number 6. Brain gains. We have an entire brain gains meditation section and center inside Swolenormous X. So yes, indeed, I do, and the Swole fam does. How many of you have done your brain gains today? Making some brain gains, fam? You better. Good question. Good question. No foul here. Just trolling, because literally that's our main focus, or one of them. Cerny, almost finished with Swole season. I want to keep building muscle. What, can I do that in scorched earth? Sure. Building muscle is relative to the overload. It's not the same type of lifting. It's a lot more supersets and it's definitely a lot of volume. You can certainly build muscle in scorched earth. Just make sure if you're trying to put on size, it's all about the calories as well. Make sure you're getting enough energy, and you can absolutely, I think you'll like it a lot. You can always adjust it too, right? You can adjust the weights. You can adjust the rep schemes as well. It's just not designed fundamentally as like a bulking program. But of course, you could put on weight or lose weight no matter what the program is if you're in a caloric surplus. I think you'll like it, especially if you've done Swole season. Cerny, you've never done scorched earth, and absolutely do it. You're not going to do scorched earth and like lose your gains or something. It's definitely fantastic. Greyhound Mama, Papa Swolio, ask Papa Swolio, hi, Papa. Hi, Greyhound Mama. I've been eliminating foods that cause inflammation to my psoriasis. My skin is looking better after a few days. Was curious on your thoughts on milk. I switched from skim to lactate. If you have psoriasis, get rid of that shit. Get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it. Cut it out completely. You don't need it. You don't need it. And that's my suggestion. Always talk to your doctor before starting a new nutritional protocol. Now that that's out of the way, I personally would not recommend it. I'm not a doctor, but at the same time, that's what I would do. So your skin's looking better after a few days. I would definitely cut that out. That's like one of the top things to get rid of when you're doing an elimination diet that will help with skin. Acne is a big one. Processed dairy and stuff like that, big for acne, big for psoriasis and eczema. Anyone else have experience with that? That's a huge trigger for eczema and psoriasis. So good for you. What else? Forget about the foods that you're eliminating. What are you eating? How about that? Give us a little sample. What are some of the foods that you're eating? Because maybe there could be some other foods. And this doesn't mean that you can never have some of these foods again, but with an elimination diet, you need to make sure that you are cutting out anything that could be causing problems. So, I mean, that takes you further and further towards carnivore, which is an extreme elimination diet. But as long as you're getting in organ meats, you're getting in nose to tail, grass-fed products, I mean, it's totally fine and totally doable. So Mike says, let's see. Cat mom so much better without dairy. Let's see. Mike, I was getting almost raw skin on my face for years. Got rid of dairy and it cleared up. Josh, dairy is one of many things I don't consume. And dairy is mandatory in Wisconsin. So is obesity, so I hear. Yeah. So much cheese. Let's see here. But give some more context there, Greyhound Mama, with what you're eating. Yeah, let's see. You'll see here in the comments, everyone's agreeing. Lisa, milk causes my psoriasis to flare. I would cut dairy. I agree. Let's see. Greyhound, I cut out gluten, sugar, switched to, I'm asking you what you are eating, not what you cut out. I'm asking you what you are eating. Gluten, sugar, switch to high fat, low carb. Okay, better, good. Dairy other than milk, but we'll make that switch. It sounds like you're on the right track. I'm just curious as to what you actually are eating. But yeah, that's a red flag for sure. I think you'll see a lot of benefits from cutting that out. Yeah, cool. That's very optimistic. I think you're going to really see some good progress with that. So keep us posted. Cut it out for a little while, and then after like a few days or a week, let us know how you're doing. DOV. Papa Swolio, I'm really struggling to find motivation. Not even motivation, motivation. Hello, moto. To exercise. Exercise with everything going on. What does that mean? Very busy with finals, and end of year assignments. Okay. I don't think that's a question. I think that's more like a little complaint. You're struggling to find motivation to exercise. Well, good for you. Good news. I got good news for you. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a shit if you feel like it. I don't. Anyone? Anyone in the comments? Does anyone give a fuck if DOV feels like no one cares? But that's not a bad thing. I don't say that in a negative way. So think about that. No, life doesn't care. No one else cares if you struggle to find, yeah, you're busy, but at the same time, you're sacrificing your health for that. Prioritize yourself. Go exercise. You'll have more energy. Trust me, when you exercise, you take care of your health, you are going to be able to focus better. You get out that nervous energy, get out that physical energy, make sure that you give your body that outlet physically. You'll be able to study better and focus better. You have better blood flow. You'll sleep better. You'll think better. Yeah, blah, blah. Go to the fucking gym. Get it done. Don't be a bitch. Do it. Do it. Alexi's daughter. I have deep sore acne. I do not consume dairy. I've been told it's hormonal. However, I've tried so many things to clear my skin. Nothing has worked. I'm curious as to what you're eating. What other habits are you doing? Always curious. Acne and skin conditions can be so closely just locks right in with food, man. So often. SV Zoetic, life's a bitch, don't be one. Nice.
Yow.
Good one. Prioritize yourself. Yeah, prioritize yourself. Legit. Seriously, I mean, I always felt better, could study, be more, clear-headed when I exercised. All right, Snow Joe 34.
Come on, man.
Oh, nice avatar there. A little Django, like it. Snow Joe 34, Papa Swolio, is all protein equal? Do protein bars, Kodiak mix, what the fuck is that? Protein chips, etc., etc., have any value or pure gimmick? Pure gimmick in marketing. That's fucking bullshit. Pure gimmick. Protein bars? No. Not all protein is, no, absolutely not. Anyone that says protein's protein doesn't understand like fucking common sense. All right. There's a lot of micronutrients. There's a lot of benefits. There's a lot of side effects from these artificial forms of food that are causing people problems. Though that's all junk food. That's all junk food. Protein chips. Oh, fuck out of here. That noise. Get the fuck out of here. That jabroni shit. Yeah. Micah Closia. Michael Clausia. Papa Swolio, what's the best way to get shredded? Gotta love those questions. I've been a light beesh my whole
He's heating up.
I like that. I've been a light beesh my whole life, but bulked up 30 pounds this past year. Feeling strong but need to cut. You got a little chunky, huh? Not 30 pounds of muscle, mind you, unless you were taking a little bit of that salsa. Best way to get shredded. There is no best way. Slow and steady. Are you saying this because, you're going to have, the summer's coming, you want to get shredded in a month? It's not going to happen. But if you cut that much weight to get leaner for the summer, you're going to lose if you gain muscle, you're going to lose it all. A lot of people do that. They do a dramatic cut and they lose all their fucking strength and progress. Your body doesn't want to lose weight fast. That's not good. That's not a good thing for your body. Slow and steady. Keep your protein high. Make sure you're dropping your carbs gradually over time, cutting your calories little by little, training hard, maintaining muscle, slowly over time. Let's see. Greyhound Mama, follow up on that. Chicken meat, free range. What's free range meat? Like grass fed? Vegetables, fruit. I also find meditating helps cause stressing because stressing makes it worse. We'll keep you posted for sure. And honestly, I will tell you this. Look into that chicken. A lot of people have issues with chicken, skin conditions, and inflammation because chickens oftentimes are eating soy and shit. It's not optimal. It's very hard to get quality chicken. So I've seen many, many things, and we've had some personal experiences inside the Swole fam. You are what your food eats. So I would look into maybe cutting that out as well. Cut the dairy first, and then you could also try eliminating the chicken. And again, this is not to say that you can never eat it again, but you get perspective by eliminating it and seeing how you might feel based on that. So keep that in mind. A lot of times, the chicken might not be, soy free or GMO free. I don't know. I don't eat chicken personally. Just not really. I just don't see the benefit really of chicken. When you have access to grass-fed beef, it's like, why is there a choice? That's just my take on it. There's so many more valuable nutrients, healthy fats, omega-3s that are in grass-fed beef. So that's an option. In other words, if you're still not satisfied, if you want to take it that next step further, remember, if you're eliminating things and trying to really see the difference and see the benefits, you want to make sure you check out all those different, and it could be certain vegetables. I don't know what kinds of vegetables you are. I was actually asking, when I ask for what are you eating? Seriously, for anyone listening, not just Greyhound Mama, when I say, what are you eating? When you say vegetables, I don't know what that means. There's a lot of vegetables that you shouldn't be eating. There's a lot of vegetables that would be better for you than others. There's some that cause crazy bloating, and some are very toxic, and some might be fine, and how you cook them. So all the nuances, fruit, that's very vague. So I wasn't asking the general categories. I'm asking you, what are you eating? What are you eating? Let's see. Ricardo, have I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast with Matthew Walker of benefits? I don't know. I don't know. Sleep is very important. Maybe. Seems like it's been a year or two ago, so maybe. I don't recall each one. I've listened to so many podcasts. Whoa, that post got really big. Don't know, but anyone that's reading this, you can check out that podcast. Thank you for the recommendation. Very nice. For the all out of the questions. All right, no more questions from TikTok. That was perfect. Took up the whole time. Very nice. If you got any last minute questions, you could drop in the comments below. I'll take a couple more comments as we wind down here. Remember, hashtag GTTFG. GTTFG. Go to the fucking gym. Drop in the comments, and we'll be giving away that Swole card. Just a hot minute. Remember, last day to jump on the Summer Swole special. SwoleNormusX.com/SummerSwoleFan. We got an accountability meeting tomorrow, Beaches. We got an accountability meeting. Huh? You know what I'm talking about. We got an accountability meeting tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. Tomorrow, Monday, May 17th, noon. We got new fucking releases. We got a private episode live in Swole TV. Don't fucking miss it. You could join today over at SwoleNormusX.com/SummerSwole. Let's get some on. I'm on fire.
He's on fire!
That's right. Don't forget.
Don't forget to wash where the sun don't shine.
Wash the ball sack. Don't forget. Papa, have you seen Not That Spicy Queen on TikTok? I have no idea who that is. I don't even want to know. I have not heard. I know nothing of this thing on TikTok. I know nothing of that person. I actually load up TikTok and I recommend all you do the same thing. I load up TikTok, I cover the screen, and I quickly skip the ad and I go right to my profile. I actively avoid the newsfeed. TikTok's some evil shit. I use it because there's good organic reach and you can still actually get some distribution nowadays because it's not completely, closed off like Facebook and Instagram with like no distribution, or YouTube where it's like completely fucked. It's pretty close, but it's not quite there yet. You can still actually kind of kick up in the algorithm a little bit still. But man, I quickly get off that news because it just tries to immerse you right away. It just tries to hook you immediately. It starts playing you random shit. Like I open up and like some chick's like, look at my titty. I'm like, get the fuck off my screen. I go right to my profile, hide, or to someone doing some stupid shit on TikTok. I quickly go to my profile. I answer comments on my things and I make a video and I get off. I try not to consume a damn thing. It's hard. You have to actively, I open TikTok. I'm like, okay, block, blah, blah, blah. In my head, I literally sometimes out loud, I'm like, blah, 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 block. Because it makes you want to watch. It just immerses you immediately. Makes you want to watch. They know what they're doing. Papa Swolio, being as we have grown up being misled about nutrition, how do we figure out how to best feed our children? Same concepts. Just keep on learning. Look into, the carnivorous lifestyle, animal-based dieting, grass-fed beef, anti-inflammatory foods, to start consuming every kind of content that you possibly can. Learn more about it. Do an elimination diet. Make sure that you're cutting out sugar, you're cutting out processed carbohydrates, vegetable and seed oils, all those fucking things. Get all those plastics, environmental toxins and sprays and fragrances and cleaners out of your house. Get more naturally based or, quality, everything from the laundry soap to dish soap to hand soap and those fucking hand sanitizer with triclosan and all that shit is garbage. All these things are endocrine disruptors that fuck up the body, and we're just inundated with that shit. People are spraying Febreze and then Axe body spray, and they're using, Downy soaps and shit like that in their clothing, and then they're using these, all these scented soaps on their hands and face washes and shampoos and lotions. It's like, fuck, your skin's a mouth. You're absorbing all that shit in your skin. So a lot of that stuff is just trash. And that's your environment. That's not even the food that you're consuming through your mouth. My TikTok reminds me of what's wrong with people these days. Why? Oh, because I dress all those things, or because I'm a lunatic? And now TikTok is taking over the YouTube Shorts. What do you mean? Oh, people are just uploading. Well, that's because YouTube's interface is trash. Yeah, you can't create within YouTube. It's terrible. So people are just uploading TikToks. I've done that too. I'm gonna be uploading the Papa Swolio ones on the Papa Swolio page, so you can watch my TikToks there too. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's all fucked. Like organic reach and like the beauty of the internet and the beauty of social media is pretty much fucked. That's why the Swole fam, that's why we got to go so hard. We got to go internal. And fam, share my videos, share this podcast. Make sure you send someone an episode, share them, bring people in. People need more live engagement. People need more live stuff. No one goes live anymore. Like people don't do live enough, real time. You got to connect with people, bring people into the community. It's noisy and it's fucking gross out there. Who wants to be out there with all that woke bullshit? Nonsense. Let's see, Fred, we just eliminated 90% of plastic out of our kitchen and found a place that makes all natural cleaners. Nice. Good for you, man. Big difference. Let's see, Eric, 651,000 followers on TikTok, 20,000 here. People have no fucking attention spans. They can't handle getting their ear holes fucked for more than a minute. LOL. Yeah, I know. I don't doubt it. Well, TikTok doesn't really show. You see people on TikTok that have like a fraction of the followers and every single video has like hundreds of thousands of views. My videos have like 3,000, 2,000. Like they shove every platform fucking every single one hides my shit. Have you all noticed that? You know, my shit will pop off on YouTube and it'll pop off and then all of a sudden they fucking floor it. They just, boom, nope. Got to like 118 or 19 or 20,000 on YouTube on the Swole channel. And then boom, just fucking flatline. Consistent with the content, consistent with this and just fucking flat. So I was like, fuck it. Post a lot of clips there now. It's like, fuck you. Nonsense. Still create the content here. Boom. Distribution just stops. They just don't show my video. They don't share it. TikTok, zoom. Flatline. Every once in a while you get a little bump, but barely. It's like the last legs. It's nuts, man. People can't handle the real talk. They just want to see dumb shit. Dumb shit online. Nice.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Mr. Strickland.
Very good. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I agree, Fred. Glad to have you here. Happy to have you here. That's why I'm so glad to have the Swole fam. Likewise. I don't know what I would do without you, fam. Mike, whenever I try to promote your stuff, the people at my work almost always get humming and hawing and excuses not to try it. That's because they are bitches.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Alpha, Tyler, I wonder why these platforms hide your shit. Well, because I swear and I say things that hurt people's feelings because I'm telling them to take some responsibility, and no one wants to actually think that they're in charge or they have a say in their life. Because if you can't blame someone else, who else? If you can't blame someone else for your problems, who's left to blame? You. Yourself. So if you're being told, oh my God, it's easy, just do this. You have to, what? You have to discipline yourself? Oh no. Oh no. You have the information. Everyone has it. Everyone has the same access to the information. You know, with the cell phone, I mean, we still have to educate people and give people more opportunities. And I agree. I think we need more education everywhere. Our school system sucks. That's a huge problem fundamentally. I appreciate it, Walter. I mean, hey, it says I should have way more subs. Well, you know, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it is what it is. I just think that a lot of people, when you have the subscribers that I have, or the following and the audience and, you know, the thumbs up and the like to dislike ratios, which are like 99.9%, you would think, hey, maybe someone else in this world of 7 billion people might like the content. But of course, you know, people get offended easily and you swear a lot and you talk about real shit and you actually ask questions and good questions and they don't distribute it. I'm used to it by now. Used to it. But, you know, let's see. Katash Papa Swole, I will admit that after listening to you for a month, I became a lot less soft and butthurt. There you go. Nice. Yow. Yow. Nice. Fred, it's hard to hear that you are the cause of most of your problems. Well, you know, the thing is, if you outsource your responsibility to someone else, then you can't do anything to change it, right? If it's the government's fault, if it's the white man's fault, if it's, white cis males, if it's systemic racism, if it's systemic internalized fat phobia, if it's something else that's like a boogeyman that doesn't have a real definition, that isn't like one person that you can go blame, how do you actually make changes? You can't change. If you don't if you don't actually take control, if it's not your fault, how the fuck are you going to change it? You're waiting for someone else to change. You're waiting for someone else to do it for you. You could blame someone else. So then, hey, I can just keep on doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. I don't have to put in any effort because it's not my fault. That's like the last thing you want to do, because obviously how are things going to get better if you don't actually make those steps to make changes? It's very silly. Let's see here. Read some more comments here. Eve, I hate the narrative that if you choose a lower calorie option or look at the grams of sugar in something, it's just bad. Like obesity and never working out isn't bad. Let's see. If you choose, oh, you mean it's bad if you look at the calories and you're being obsessed or you're feeding into diet culture or something? Yvonne, so many people I watch are shadow banned and lately YouTube's been taking my likes away. Really? How are they been doing that? I've heard about that. I've heard that. Well, I know they do that I know the White House does that, right? They do that on Biden's videos and press conferences. They delete they delete dislikes and they change the ratios. That's been proven time and time again. Because most people are like, this guy fucking retarded. This is fucking brain dead, goddamn vegetable, like a puppet, like Wizard of Oz in the Oval Office. You know? And any of these news, outlets, all of it's crap. All of it's crap. But they definitely delete dislikes to make it seem like it's more support than it really is. Marissa, thank you so much, Papa. Was feeling alone. Your podcast cheers me up. Aw. I was packing for an event today, shut my music and listened to a taped podcast. Helps me relax, focus, and feel accomplished. Why, thank you. Thank you, Marissa. Appreciate it. Love you, bro. Right back at you, Walter. Thank you for being here. YouTube loves deleting my comments. Goddamn bastards. Let's see. I tell my friends, don't make me go all swolenormous on you. Go to the fucking gym. I find swolenormous' attitude rubbing off on me too. There you go. Get it done. No way. Good name. Many people can't handle the truth. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, fam, we got an announcement to make. Mike's got hairy legs. Very nice.
I got hairy legs.
Thank you for the info. Appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Very good. Let's give away the Swole card. Hashtag go to the fucking gym. Remember, fam, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, we have our accountability meeting. So tomorrow we'll talk more about live streaming. Remember, I don't know if Facebook's going to work. I'm actually planning, just right now, seriously, right now, plan that Facebook expect the private Facebook group not to work for the live stream because it hasn't for the last couple times. I think because of the flags from the comments, I swear, I think I'm like flagged from doing live in there. I will try again. I might try reconnecting the group and see if that works, but just plan for Swole TV. Just plan for Swole TV because obviously we have private streaming capacity, but I don't expect it to be able to be streamed. And just in case, just keep that in mind. I'm not waiting up for it, right? I'm not holding it. I'm not expecting it. I'm just already assuming that it's not going to work. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Eve, a little follow-up. Feeding into diet culture. If you eat like a donut a week instead of every day, so annoying. If anything, having that in moderation makes you appreciate it more so you find out what you actually like. I'm a little bit confused as what you're actually saying. Let me see. Having a donut a week is still garbage. You're just making an excuse for it. I'm not sure are we on the same page or I'm just curious. I might have missed the context of what you said before. I might have misread it. If anything, having that in moderation makes you appreciate it more so you find out what you actually like. I don't know donuts are crap, so don't make any excuse to eat that shit. In my opinion, but it's up to you if you want to eat that. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying or not. She was talking about getting judged for looking at calories and shit. Yeah, I just wasn't sure the follow-up. I don't know. Sometimes I read it wrong and I think about it differently. Yeah, most people, we talked about that yesterday. Well, we talked about that yesterday or the other day when one of the shit posts was talking about calories on a menu. It's like, you should be able to find every single thing. You should be able to look at every ingredient on a menu. It should already be there. If you have an issue looking at a number on a page, like, oh my God, it has that many calories, and you have an eating disorder that triggers that, like, you're not ready to be in the world yet. My God, it has a number of how many calories. Sure. This is why we have to get off the calories in, calories out. I see what you're saying, Eve. I agree. The stupid intuitive eating approach. I agree. We have to get off this calories in, calories out nonsense. And it doesn't mean that calories don't exist and that it's not a part of the conservation of energy. But I'm tired of hearing about, I'm tired of that being a debate about macros and calories in, calories out without any conversation about the food quality. It fucking matters. How can all these quote unquote professionals or people that's pretend like they know what they're fucking talking about. How can they say dumb shit like that? How can they act like you can eat whatever the fuck you want as long as you meet your macros and your calories? It's not that fun. It's not that rudimentary in that sense. You're missing the point, right? You put the cart before the horse. You got it backwards. You got it backwards. If you're focusing on food quality, the calories in, calories out are going to largely solve themselves. Most people are not focusing on creating their environment. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you. Are you aware of the impact you've had on people? What an amazing accomplishment. Well, I hope so. It seems like we're doing a good job here. We're doing good work. Thank you for that. Am I aware? Probably in part. I don't dwell on it too much. I just try to keep on sending the voice out there and trying to get people to look at food differently. I just feel like it's such a, I don't know. I just feel like it's such an obvious way to look at things, right? I feel like it's so obvious. I feel like the 7 pillars are so obvious. It's right there, right? It's right there. I don't understand how food quality isn't just the most obvious thing. The most obvious thing. It just seems, I don't know, blows my mind. Blows my mind. That's why we go so hard on it. But just, I appreciate all of you. You know, share the videos, share the content, invite people to join the Swole fam, send them a podcast, send them a blog from the website. Just share them, share a free class with them, you know, spread the word and just, you know, I'm just even more grateful for those of you that are, when it's spreading, when you tell me, oh, my mom started doing this, or my daughter, or my son, it's fantastic when people are actually, when you start paying attention, you know, whether you like to eat certain vegetables or don't, whether you do paleo or carnivore or keto or vegetarian, whatever it is, you're in this active pursuit and appreciation of, oh, the food that I put in my mouth, what goes in my mouth, what goes in my mouth makes a huge difference. What goes in my mouth, not the quantity. That does have a factor, but you all know, I mean, who was it before? In the comments, I forget who exactly said it. Was it Fred or someone was saying that you ate, like, you're doing the elimination and you're struggling eating more than 1,000 calories? It's like, yeah, you're eating real food. It's hard to overeat. You see what happens when you actually eat real food and nutrient dense food? It's hard to overeat it. It's hard. Trust me. If you want to bulk on a real quality diet, you're going to be stuffing your face past the point of you're full. It's disgusting. So it's so simple. Yeah, Fred, it's incredible how simple it seems once you wake up to it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Episode 1836 of slapping people with some knowledge cock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Make sure you turn that record player on at night. Maybe the algorithm is afraid of a group of like-minded, healthy, fit people. Yeah. Booger Bubble turned a commenter onto your podcast today. She was asking about the 7 pillars. Hopefully she catches it. Sweet. Awesome. Josh, the shit food at my nephew's birthday smelled vomit. Agreed. Stop, Joe. All right, let's get into awesome, fam. I love it. Remember, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, go to the fucking gym. Let's give away today's Swole card, shall we? Hashtag go to the fucking gym. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Hey, who's it gonna be? Scroll. One more time at the buzzer. No. None. One more. No. All right, we'll do it one more time. All right. I'm going all the way. I'm going deep. Oh, just missed one. That's a no. TikTok. Fuck TikTok. 3, 2. I know I'm gonna land on 1. 1. No. I'm scrolling. No. Scrolling. No. One more time. Jeez. Oh my God. It's coming down. Drop it now. Quickly. I'm coming down to the beginning. I'm coming down. I'm coming. Daddy's coming. We got one, fam. We got one from Fred. Cut Cut the chicken. Go to the fucking gym. Congratulations, Fred. Fourth time's a charm. Congratulations, Fred. Drop us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 1836 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations.
A three-letter word.
Get those jobs at
Jobs.
All right. Very nice. And we got another. Yes, another one in the bag. My goodness. My goodness, very nice. You just got to keep on dropping those hashtags. I don't know how I missed a couple. My God, I was like right in between like 3 times. Very nice, well deserved. As always, it always goes. The Swole card always finds. It always goes to someone that deserves it. Congratulations.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
He's heating up!
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1800 and 36 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pincast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because we're not flexing flex, we all flex our biceps. Oh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!
Oh yeah, baby. What else we got here?
Chicks will dig you, or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Ooh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka!
Nice.
What the fuck is that?
Nice.
I got hairy legs.
Oh, we know. We know. All right, fam. Have a great evening. I'll see you all tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time inside Swole TV. And make sure you go on into the Swole Fam Telegram tonight. I'm sure the chat will be bumping off right now. Let's do that right now. Swole Fam, head on over to the Swole Fam Telegram for a little Swole Fam after party in the Swole Fam Telegram chat. I'll see you there. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing like an IPO. Trying to purchase me, this a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bag that you made, that's a bag that you made, that's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in